everybody, Max Parker here. Day one of E3, and first on the list was Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has a pretty impressive lineup this year. They've got Batman Arkham Knight, which is actually coming out a week from today. They've got Lego Dimensions on display, hands-on, and they have Lego Marvel, the sequel or not sequel to the first Lego Marvel game. It's kind of confusing, but I'll get to that in a minute. And then also they have Mad Max, getting hands-on with Mad Max for the first time. So we'll start with Arkham, since that's one of the most highly anticipated games of the show. It's coming out next week, and I played some of the Batmobile gameplay and some of the combat with Nightwing, and as you can expect, it's unbelievable. It's just so smooth and good and looks beautiful. I chased down Firefly with the Batmobile, and he's throwing bombs at me, and I gotta swerve and get out of the way. And then I take him down, pop out of the Batmobile, and just punch him in the face like 12 times. And it is awesome, so fun. Combat is silky smooth as usual, as you've come to expect with the Arkham games. Switching back and forth between Nightwing is really impressive. You just tap a button and you do a combo takedown. It's a little bit of an easy button. Like, I didn't have any problem dispatching the Penguin's goons. It was really easy. If I was ever in a pinch, you just hit R1 or L1 or whatever it was, and you tag them in, and they both team up to take down an enemy. It's just so fun. The game really looks massive compared to Arkham City, which is really saying something because Arkham City was a big game. You have a mission wheel, and you can go to all different missions. Some are Batmobile missions, some are Riddler missions, some are combat missions. So eventually that wheel will fill up, and you can just go to whatever mission you want to go to. Lots of different ways to get around. You can use the Batmobile, you can use the grappling hook to just glide around the city. You can run on foot. That was another thing, running on foot seemed really slow when you had the Batmobile at your disposal and gliding at your disposal. There's a lot of ways to get around, and on foot is not the best option, I don't think. But can't wait to play it, looking forward to it. Still probably my most anticipated game of the show so far, but it's just day one, so not quite sure yet. Moving on to Mad Max. Played that for the first time and got into the car combat system a little bit. I wasn't as impressed as I thought I was going to be. Combat wasn't as smooth as Batman, but it looks kind of like maybe Uncharted light hand-to-hand combat. And then you get in your car, and then we went to take down a convoy, and it was just a lot of ramming my car into the enemy cars. I had a bunch of weapons. There were like an electricity weapon. There was like a hook that I could attach to the other cars and pull pieces off their car. I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do, if I'm supposed to ram them when I connected to them or pull it apart. Little confusing. It's tough to tell when you're only playing a game for the first time for 10 minutes. So I don't know how that system's really going to work, but I don't know. I wasn't as impressed. The open world seems pretty cool, and it has certainly the Mad Max vibe, just a massive, desolate open world of desert roads and things like that. So it'll be interesting to see what the other areas look like in Mad Max, but I'm looking forward to seeing more, but it didn't really blow me away like I thought it might. Moving on to Lego Dimensions, which is a huge part of this show. You see Lego banners everywhere that are promoting Lego Dimensions and all the various franchises like Ghostbusters and Simpsons and Portal and Wizard of Oz and Batman and Lego Movie and every franchise you can think of in pop culture. It is crazy. There's just so much information. We were there for about 45 minutes just looking at the toys and seeing how everything interacted with each other. There's 6 spots on the portal, and you can put these figures on them at any time, take them off, put them back on. And there's a lot of interaction with that portal. You'll have to do different things within the game. The different sides of the portal will light up, and you have to kind of put a puzzle together with the figures. A figure has to go to the right side now, or a figure has to go to the left side. Gandalf has to do something over on the right side. It's confusing to me, and it probably sounds confusing to you as I'm saying it. It was really confusing to me. Also, vehicles. Vehicles play a big part. So the starter kit comes with a vehicle. It comes with a Batmobile. So the Batmobile has 3 forms, and those forms can be made with the actual Legos that it comes with. So it can be taken apart like a Lego set and then put back together looking like a completely different vehicle. It's really cool. The instructions are in the game, so it tells you how to build these things. And you just put it on the base, and then you put it on the portal. So the portal's reading the base, it's not reading the actual Legos. So you could put a different vehicle on the Batmobile Lego stand, and the Batmobile Lego would still show up in the game. That's kind of strange. It was confusing to me, so I imagine it'll be confusing to kids. Maybe I'm overthinking it and it'll be really simple. But the integration between the different franchises is really impressive. Using Batman in Portal stages and using Gandalf within the Portal universe to levitate objects is just really well done. It doesn't feel like it's shoehorned. Really good humor that you're used to in Lego games. That was a highlight, and I'm looking forward to seeing more. It is an expensive endeavor. The starter kit alone with the Portal and 3 figures and a vehicle is $100, and then you've got different tiers of packages that are 30 or 25 or 15 that come with a lot of different things like characters and vehicles, and you also have gadgets, which is like, I used a big samurai suit. There's just so much packed into this game. It's dense. I think they said there's like 17 missions from various franchises in this starter kit. It's just unbelievable. They're bringing new ideas to the toys to life genre for sure. And lastly, while we're on the topic of Lego, there's Lego Avengers, which is kind of a sequel, but not quite a sequel to the Lego Marvel Superheroes game that came out 2 years ago, I think now. So this game focuses on the Avengers movies. It follows the events of Avengers 1 and Age of Ultron. And it actually has the movie dialogue, much like the Lord of the Rings Lego games also did. So the level I played was close to the end of Avengers 1, where the Avengers are assembling in New York and taking on the Chitauri enemies. It played like a Lego game. Combat has been revamped. So combat is a lot more fluid. There's a combo system, and then once their combo meter builds, you can do tag team attacks, so 2 heroes can unite and do some like sort of special attack. I didn't get the meter filled, so I didn't see it. That's just what I was told. So it's pretty cool that they're switching up the combat. Also impressive that there are over 100 characters in Lego Avengers that were not in Lego Marvel Superheroes. And anyone who knows about the cast of that game, that's super impressive. That game had an enormous cast of Marvel heroes, and this one's going to have an even bigger cast. That's coming out winter. I asked if that meant this year. They couldn't confirm that it'll be this year, so they're still working on it, and it could be late this year or early next year, so we'll see how that goes. So that was the Warner Brothers booth in a nutshell. Coming up next is Disney Infinity 3.0, so we're going to see some Star Wars and some more Marvel, so stay tuned for that, and I'll be posting my thoughts and impressions of Disney Infinity 3.0. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter at GameGuyPGH for the latest news from E3 and hands-on impressions. Thanks for watching.